Hey everyone, welcome to Dalton Draws, the series where the title tells you exactly what the show is. This time, I'll be drawing Byleth from Fire Emblem 3 Houses. Cuphead will also be in this video, but just like last time, he will not be added to the poster. Part of the reason this episode has taken so long is that the reaction to Byleth's introduction to Smash was not the most positive. Honestly, that left me feeling pretty unmotivated to draw him. Well, that and how busy I was for a while. Not to mention the Fire Emblem characters have consistently been the most time-consuming characters to draw. They have some of the most needlessly complicated designs of any characters in the game. Byleth was a bit simpler than some, thankfully, but the designs still have a lot going on. That being said, I'm actually pretty happy to see Byleth make it into the game. They're far from my first choice, but I absolutely loved 3 Houses. I went into it pretty excited and it did not disappoint. It was easily my game of the year for 2019. I played through the Golden Deer route on my first run, and I'm planning to start a second playthrough soon. Their inclusion meant a stage based on the monastery and plenty of 3 Houses music, which I was stoked for. As for the character, they're pretty fun. I've only played them a few times, but I really like their moveset. Byleth also marked the end of the first Fighter's Pass, so now that a little time has passed, how about I reflect a bit on the previous editions? Joker was really cool, but I haven't played as him much since he was initially added. Some friends still play as him a lot though, and I love all the extra flair he has. Those unique victory screens are a really nice touch. Banjo I've barely played. I have no nostalgia for the character, and their moveset just didn't click with me. Still, I'm glad he was added though, he's a welcome addition for sure. I really like Terry, he's a ton of fun to play as, but I'd be lying if I said him having multiple side Bs didn't turn me away from playing as him more. I can't even count the number of times I've died from accidentally using the wrong one while recovering. Still, he's fun to play as, and he brought with him so much good music. Like, dang dude, he got me on a kick of just listening to all sorts of SNK music. Gotta love that stormy saxophone, dude. Of the newcomers, the one I ended up playing most is, surprisingly, Hero. I can't say I expected that, but he's become one of my mains in the last few months. He's just so much fun to play as. I love his moves, managing when to use the various spells, and his command menu is just so cool. I love whenever I'm able to bust out some sort of clutch spell with it, or just laughing with friends when I accidentally use Kamikaze or Zoom off the stage. There was one custom stage we played that had a gap in the middle, and I used Zoom and just shot right down the pit. It was hilarious. And of course, Thwack is amazing when it works. It's totally not fair, but I love it. I also picked up Dragon Quest XI's when that released and played through the whole thing. It's so good! I highly recommend it. So now we get to the part of the video where I add in the characters to the poster. Move some characters around, place both versions of Byleth, and call it a day, right? Well, that's where I was going to end the video, but you know what? I've been meaning to adjust the layout for a long time now, and with the first Fighter's Pass complete, I think it's finally time to do that. Generally, things are staying the same, being based on what characters were added in each game, but the new layout is better suited to being used as a lock screen or wallpaper on a phone, something I know I've gotten a lot of requests for. I also used the opportunity to make a few tweaks to the art. A few of the characters didn't have outlines that were as thick as the other characters, but thankfully Clip Studio Paint has a tool that can add outlines around a layer. I also used that tool to help separate the layers of fighters based on the games. It's not the most graceful tool, but using it added a little more consistency and made the image look cleaner. I also made a few minor changes to 2 of the characters. For Palutena, I adjusted her face a bit and darkened some outlines. I wasn't too happy with the way it looked initially, but at the time I wasn't planning to redo any of the art for this poster. Now that the first Fighter's Pass is done, maybe I'll go back and redraw some stuff? Maybe. I won't be taking requests for edits though. These will purely be to fix things that bugged me personally. The only other thing I've changed for now is Joker's art. Well, more specifically Arsene. He has this kind of ghostly smoke effect behind him, but every time I've added a character for the Fighter's Pass, it's made putting anyone behind Joker a pain. I went in and erased that part once the smoke goes behind Joker, so it won't be an issue for me moving forward. Also, one last thing I've prepared. As was mentioned earlier in the video, the new poster layout is better suited to phones, so I've made a few phone wallpapers out of it. These will be over on patreon.com/SmashToons for free. That said, if you enjoy my work and want to help me continue with it, becoming a patron helps a ton. $1 a month really helps me out and gets you access to a lot of cool stuff, like behind-the-scenes content and early access to new pages of my webcomic. If you want to help support the channel, head on over there. Thanks for watching, and tune in next time for more art. Later.